I'm back at it again with another voiceover makeup tutorial. So today for the first 3 shades that I'm using, so the shades that I'm using on my crease, outer corner and brow bone, I can't tell you what they are today, but they're a little sneak peek of what's coming in 2018. So for the first couple of shades, just enjoy the blending and the pigment of the eyeshadows, and I promise in the next couple of months you will know exactly what these shadows are. But for now, I'm going in with shade number 1 in the crease, shade number 2 in the outer corner, and shade 3 is popping on my brow bone right now. And now we can get on to the rest of the tutorial. So for my lid, I'm using Park Avenue Princess from Tarte, which is their new chrome paint pot, I think it's called. And I'm just prepping my brush with the Urban Decay primer spray, and that works perfectly to wet my brush to apply the shadow. Now this shadow doesn't really work well without a primer, so you just make sure when you're using these that you wet your brush and you will get the best pigment ever. And then to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone, I'm using the Urban Decay Afterglow palette, and I'm using the lightest shade in the palette. So today I'm actually going to do my eyeliner on camera, which I never really do. So I just want to give you guys a little look at how I get my rough eyeliner. This wasn't the best eyeliner, I think, because I did it on camera, didn't come out the best, but it's really hard for me. I need to get up really close to the mirror, but I really wanted to give you guys just a little look at the rough way that I get my eyeliner. So I thought you guys would appreciate seeing that today. And then I'm just going in with a little bit more of that chocolate brown shade, just to add a little bit more definition to my outer corner. So for lashes, I'm using Chantel from my Gemma Isabella lashes. And then I'm just adding some mascara. Now these are the thinnest, most spacious in between style, if that makes any sense, but I really wanted them to be really long and spidery for this look. I really wanted that like Carly Bible lash. You know how she has really long lashes and she applies a lot of mascara, so that's the look I was going for. So you just saw I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation, and I use the Urban Decay primer to prep my skin. So this was my first time using the soft, I think it's called the Pro Soft Matte Filter foundation from Fenty, and I actually liked it. I don't know why everybody hates it so much, but I really enjoyed the foundation. And I'm also on the drier side, so I'm not too sure why it worked for me, but it did. So I used the shade 240, and now I'm going in with the matchsticks, and I'm using the shade Mocha. And I also really liked this when the reviews are pretty bad about these. So I'm not too sure why that is, but I enjoyed both of these products a lot. I found the foundation went really well on my skin, and I found these quite easy to blend and quite pigmented. Now underneath my eyes, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium, and I'm just dotting that all around my face because I just felt like dotting my concealer on today. And then I'm just using my Tarte buffing brush to blend in all of the contour. And then I'm using the brush from Sigma. So all of the brushes are listed in the top right hand corner, and I don't have the brushes here right now while I'm doing the voiceover. So just look up to the top right hand of the screen, and I'm sure you would have already seen all of the brush names, which I'm now going to do in every single video because I know how frustrating it is when the brushes aren't listed, and I've never actually listed the brushes. So from now on, you guys will know every single tool that I use. And I've actually been using this brush a lot more than my Beauty Blender. I feel like it keeps a lot more of the coverage under the eyes when I'm blending out my concealer. So lately this has been my tool of choice. And then now I'm using a powder from Motives Cosmetics. I don't know what shade it is because they were all just sent single and I threw them in a palette. But it was a pressed powder from Motives Cosmetics, and unfortunately I don't know the shade of it, but it was one of the lighter ones, if that helps. And then I'm just going under the eyes, and I think I just mixed all the shades that I put in my crease for my under eye, and that was it. And then I'm just adding some bottom mascara. And then to contour and bronze up my face, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Bronzer, I think it's called, and the shade is Refined Golden. And then I'm just powder contouring my nose to snatch it. So this is a palette that the powder was from, and then I'm also using a blush. So it's not actually sold as a palette. They sent me a whole bunch of singles, and then I just put them all in the palette they sent me. And then for highlighter, I'm using the Milani Strobe Glow in shade 7, which is probably my favorite highlighter at the moment, and definitely one of the most affordable highlighters too. Now, I did fill my brows in before filming, but of course the foundation and powder and everything got in my brows, so I'm just going back over them to redefine them with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. And then for lips, I'm using the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade A Go Go. And then to fill in my lips, I'm using the Huda Beauty Liquid Lipstick in shade Mamacita. I thought this was the perfect shade for these eyes, and it's just, so it's summer here in Australia, so I thought it was the perfect full glam summer nighttime makeup look, but it was also a really good holiday makeup look. And of course, if you want to do this in a red lip, you can leave the eyes, leave the base, and just put a red lip instead, or nude or whatever. But I really loved how this lip color came out. And that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.